What you have today can be your downfall tomorrow. Long time in the busy town of Enugu, there lived a man named Chief Obinna. Everyone knew him. He was rich, famous, and respected. People called him Odogo of Enugu because he had many houses, cars, and shops. He even gave money to the poor and paid school fees for children in his village. Obinna was once a poor trader, selling yams in the market with his wife Ngozi, but he worked hard, prayed every day, and treated people kindly. Soon his business grew. He started importing goods from abroad and became one of the richest men in the whole of southeastern Nigeria. At first, Chief Obinna was humble. He would still greet the old women in the village, help widows, and eat with the poor. But as more wealth came, his heart began to change. One morning, his driver, Ikenna, greeted him. "Good morning, sir," but Chief Obinna just waved his hand and said, "You talk too much. Just drive." He stopped visiting the village and stopped helping people. He even shouted at his wife, Ngozi, who always reminded him to be thankful and kind. "Stop talking like a village woman," he snapped one day. "Do you know who I am? I have everything now. I don't need anyone." But slowly, strange things began to happen. His best friend, Chuka, betrayed him in a business deal and ran away with millions of naira. Then one of his biggest shops in Lagos was burnt down in a fire. The bank also called, saying he owed money that he didn't remember borrowing. Instead of thinking and asking for help, Chief Obinna became angrier and prouder. He said, "They are just jealous of him. Let them talk. I will show them I'm still the boss." But the problems kept coming. Days turned into weeks, and Chief Obinna's problems continued to grow. More of his business started to fail. His big hotel in Abuja was shut down because he didn't pay his staff. His drivers and workers began to leave one by one. Even his children, who once went to expensive schools in London, had to return home because there was no money to pay their school fees. His proud look began to fade. He no longer wore the gold chains and big abada he loved so much. Instead, he sat quietly on his balcony, staring at the sky, thinking. One evening, as the sun was going down, his wife Ngozi sat beside him. "My husband," she said softly, "remember when we had nothing? You were kind, prayerful, and respectful. What happened to that man?" Chief Obinna didn't speak for a while. He then sighed deeply. "I thought I was strong. I thought I didn't need anybody again, not even God." Tears rolled down Ngozi's cheeks. "There is still time. Humble yourself. Go back to your roots. Visit the village. Help people again. Start small." But Obinna shook his head. "How can I? They will laugh at me. They will say, 'Look at the mighty Odogo. He has fallen.'" Just then, a knock came at the gate. It was a small boy named Ife, one of the boys Chief Obinna had once helped years ago. Ife was now grown and had become a teacher. He came with a small bag of food and some money. "Chief," Ife said, bowing respectfully, "you once helped me. I heard about your troubles. I just came to say thank you and to help, even if it is small." Obinna was shocked. His eyes filled with tears. For the first time in many years, he felt something in his heart, something soft, something real. Maybe, just maybe, he could still make things right. That night, Chief Obinna could not sleep. He kept thinking about young Ife how the small boy he once helped had grown up and returned to show kindness when everyone else had left. The next morning, Chief Obinna did something no one expected. He packed a small bag, wore a simple shirt and trouser, and told his wife, "I am going back to the village." Ngozi smiled. "That is the best decision you have made in years." When he arrived at the village, people were surprised. Some whispered, some laughed, but many gathered around him, remembering how he once helped them. Chief Obinna stood in the middle of the village square and spoke. "My people, I have made mistakes. I let pride blind me. I forgot where I came from. Please forgive me." The village chief, an old man named Igwe Okafor, stepped forward and placed a hand on his shoulder. "It takes a real man to admit his wrongs," he said. "We welcome you back." From that day, Chief Obinna began a new life. He started helping farmers with tools, paid for some village students to go to school again, and even repaired the old borehole that gave clean water. Though he no longer had the wealth he once did, Chief Obinna found something more valuable: peace, respect, and true happiness. People now called him Odogu with wisdom, not because of his riches, but because of the way he changed his heart. Moral lesson: no matter how rich, strong, or famous you become, never forget where you came from. Stay humble, be thankful, and treat people with kindness. What you have today can disappear tomorrow, but a good heart will always bring you back up.